All right, so our penultimate topic here, before we get into our Mandalorian spoiler review, is another show that has begun production that I've been personally very excited to see happen, because I'll tell you what, it's the oh my god, where am I here? It is the House of Dragon Game of Thrones show. And of course, you can submit topics and questions show by emailing us. I keep hitting that button. The House of Dragon show, the spin-off series of Game of Thrones, and I've been excited for this because not so much because of the show. Like everybody knows, everyone's disappointed with how Game of Thrones ended. All right, everybody knows. But I read all the books. I read the book that this is based off of. I've read all the damn books. So if they stick,
read the books.
I read the books, dude. If they stick to the book this is based off, Fire and Blood, there's some great stuff in there. They're obviously gonna have to expand on it a lot, because if you read the books, you know that it's not like it's not really like about one thing. So like, I don't know. I don't want to like get into anything like too specific by any means, but it's good stuff, and I'm looking forward to it because in a way I want it to. For one, I really love the world. I love the world of what Westeros and all that stuff. It's good stuff, and the books are a lot better than like if you thought the show was good. I know everybody who reads the books of any material prior to and says this, but the books actually are better. There's a lot of stuff in the show that, like I was just telling John, like off camera, there's like 3 main storylines in the books, and they're like big deal things that aren't even touched upon in the show. And it's like, you could speculate, does that mean that they just go nowhere in the books? Maybe, but maybe not. Maybe not. Who knows? But anyway, there's been one casting news for him, and the guy who's going to be playing King Viserys. Oh God, where did his name go? It's Paddy Considine, and if you remember, what he was just in the show on HBO, The Outsider, and which he was good in that. He was really good in that. But if you're this was a deep cut when I first saw him. He's the cop from the meme. He's in a GIF. The meme GIF of Hot Fuzz. You remember the shitty cops in Hot Fuzz? Like, you don't remember him?
No.
Vaguely.
Like, he was when I first saw him when I was watching The Outsider. If I could recreate the meme, I would. I'll just pull it up the GIF, and then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. When I saw him, though, I was just like, "That's that guy." And it's the only other thing I had seen him in at this time, other than The Outsider. And how I don't know. It's probably just because I like memes. So like, I don't know. But what do you guys think? Did you guys like Game of Thrones, and did you like how it ended? And are you excited to see like anything else in this world come up?
I thought it was all right. It was just a little bit long and hard for me to follow after a while, but I'm sure it'll be successful, knowing with how Game of Thrones did. So,
as long as it's good.
Yeah, I'll try and answer your questions in order. Did I like Game of Thrones? I loved Game of Thrones. I loved the first like 4 or 5 seasons of Game of Thrones. Did I like the ending? No, I hated the ending of Game of Thrones. Like so much so that this show sounds amazing to me, and it sounds like what I mean, this show is like, oh my god, you're telling me I'm going to get like knights and armor and fighting, but then you're also going to give me like multiple dragons. It's not just going to be like dragons occasionally. Like they're full on, like they have these dragons. These dragons are a part of their lives. It's not just one character that has a few pet ones. Like this sounds amazing. But I have that bad taste left in my mouth from the way that
season
Game
8
of Thrones is. Yeah, from the way the Game of Thrones ended, and so we'll see. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I'm not. I'm gonna watch it. I mean, that's just all there is to it. As we've established, I'm gonna have HBO Max, so I'm gonna watch it. Because again, I'll always hope that I can recapture that magic and that glory of the early days of Game of Thrones with this, and then hope for a better ending, I guess. At least this one, the ending is kind of established. You know where the show goes, so there won't be a surprised character that acts completely out of anything that was to be expected going into the series finale. So
here's the thing. Dany, that's where she was supposed to go. They just rushed it. That was the problem. It's because to the viewer, the way they portrayed everything, it felt like it was out of left field, but it's not. It's not out of left field. It's just they made it feel like it was out of left field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
You know what I'm saying?
understand. I understand why they did it. I understand the whys. I understand the history there. But again, we've said it before on this show. You know, show me, don't tell me.
No, it's
And
true.
they didn't show that with her.
Not well enough for sure.
She was presented as this. She was presented as the opposite side of the coin of her brother. And if her brother had done it, I would have been like, yeah, that makes sense. Her brother's an asshole. This guy, of course, he would do something like that. But Dany seemed to be the opposite. She was the softer part of the Targaryen line. You know, I don't understand why all the Targaryens had to be bad. Why she had to be bad because she was a Targaryen, or had to have that streak in her. So
Well,
anyway,
her other big brother was good. Rhaegar, he was good.
Okay.
Jon
Okay. So
Snow.
yeah, Rhaegar was good. Why couldn't she have
Spoiler
been
alert.
hard? You know, why couldn't she have been the middle ground between the two? Why couldn't she have been the hard, you know, queen monarch that is willing to have her dragons burn some people alive for not bending the knee to her, but also doesn't go batshit crazy and burn an entire town because reasons.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And that's what they
Anyway,
didn't
that's
showcase, because like they didn't showcase her descent into madness, if you will, because like it all kind of started like they tease it really back on. They show you that she's like really quick to punish, you know, like with her dragons
sure.
especially. But it's always portrayed like at least the way they did in the show, to where you as a viewer thought she was justified in what she was doing.
Not only
When they
justified, but
like
also that it wasn't like an easy thing for her. That
yeah,
she
exactly.
put some thought into it, and she felt it was her only recourse.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah,
so
then at the
anyway,
end,
I
it's
don't
just like, no, we're burning everybody. Like,
exactly. I don't want to like. I mean, we can do a special episode where we analyze the ending of Game of Thrones, but I got to take my digs at it where I can because I was so
oh, I'm with you. I was not happy with how that
snake bitten
either.
by the
Like,
end of
yeah,
that series.
yeah, and I wasn't mad about like the plot and where it went or anything. I was just mad that they shortened the last 2 seasons and like
They rushed
compromised
it.
the show. Like,
Yeah.
because like the Game of Thrones was like my favorite thing to watch every week for years upon years. Like, I don't read books, okay? It's not something I like doing. I've read all the damn books.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really like Game of Thrones. Like, and so I was bummed out too. Here's the gift though. Back to the fun side. So here he is. And this is, you see him? Remember the cops?
Yeah.
And he's right here. Like these dirtbag cops. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just I don't know. Every time I see him, when I first saw him in The Outsider, I literally thought of this because this is like the meme everyone used for like deal with it, you know. And then it's just like,
Yeah.
that's the one. So, but he was really good in Outsider, so I am excited to see him like actually play like, you know, like I saw him in Hot Fuzz where it's just like this, you know, comedy spoof kind of thing, and then he's in Outsider playing like a very dramatic role, and he did like a really good job. So like I'm stoked to see him come up and be, you know, King Viserys. So like it's all good. I'm excited for it. I definitely am. The Targaryens are like arguably the coolest part about Game of Thrones, and like the time where, like you said, where there's a lot of dragons and everything and stuff. That's obviously like really compelling. Because I mean, that's just you want your high fantasy stuff. Like that's pretty much, you know, swords and dragons is like, you know.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
So. But question is, guys, what do you think about this? Are you excited for the new Game of Thrones spin-off series coming out here? Are you excited for the casting information? Let us know down in the comments. Or actually, too, let us know, were you also disappointed with the ending of Game of Thrones? Or did you like it? Did you see it coming? Did you know it was coming? Or are you like me, where you kind of knew it was coming, but it was like super rushed and it compromises the whole like show and it just ruins your viewing experience knowing that that's where you go? Because that's kind of where I'm at now. Like, I love it, but I hate it. You know what I mean? That's where we're at. So let us know down in the comment section below.